Alrighty. Let's begin. Final two. Or final round. Of Final Fantasy. But first. Haha! It's me. Yes! Let us finally begin the final chapter of this final tale, I guess, if you want to call it that. When we last left off, I got the water thingy. Now we just have a few other things we have to go and do. Having this load. Alright! We have an adventure to conclude! And a battle to partake in. Ha 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 ha! Hee hee hee! Time to save the day, hopefully. Alright. Alrighty. There's some things we need to investigate. Let's see. There's a human person here I needed to chat with. Is it you? Or was it you? You. Neat. Hello, just a farmer. What about you? No, we're just some schmucks. Neat. Nah, it isn't. I guess there was somewhere around here that answered something or other. Guess not. Wait. Nah, probably not. Let's see here. We got all that. Don't need to go through the U. Am I worthy of, or do I know the language yet? Let's find out. Oh yeah, I remember these things. A truck. Should probably go and get my fighter some actual magic soon-ish. Just also realized. 1 second. Might be. Where am I looking at? You and you. Titans! Except they're not. They're Gigases. Or Gigas. Probably Gigas. Should be a town right down here. With a bunch of schmucks that I cannot understand, I think. But thanks to a certain artifact. I'll take that for sure. Flare! The spell of gods! Or nuke, if you want to go by the old NES translation. So I don't have the item that lets me understand them just yet. But I got that's the thingamabobber. So it wasn't a fully, completely wasted trip, but we do need something in that town. I just gotta remember... It's the only way, and it's also the means to be able to get inside the final area. Burn away! Ooh! I told you they hit hard. Alright! Just to make sure. Wing of the Hawk. Looks like a... Not a hawk. Sure, why not? Nah. Yeah, we did that. Yes, he's studying the language. I gotta figure out who that guy was. That's the fairy dude. We already dealt with that. Already dealt with that. Oh, shit. It's in here. Banish you to the next dimension. I'll definitely take that too. There, now she has an actual offensive spell. Might as well go heal up. And we sleep. I swear it has to do with that town. Melmond, or whatever the fuck its name is. Yeah, the scholar should be in this town, right? See you? Of course. That makes Spiffy look good. There, I think, yeah, that's the guy. This is the Rosetta Stone. It makes it possible to decipher Lufinian. I can now speak their language. Awesome! Now we can go back to that place and then do all of the stuff where we nearly get one-shot by Berettas and all that other crap. Ha 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 ha! Progress! It's a giant Tyranno! It was the enemy I was trying to fight in that one section earlier during the adventure, but things happened. Whoa, that's a lot of enemies. Why don't you demonstrate your new powers? Like the nuke! Ooh, pretty. Show off your power of flare. I cast flare. Cool. The Sky People. Yeah, I'm sure you just added that name in the original, because he didn't exist in the original NES version. This town has very important information. Is this floating castle of theirs their original home? Perhaps. Fade away into obscurity. Tiamat again. The most powerful of the fiends, no doubt. SNES Remaster titles. Five warriors. And we're turned into bats. We saw 5 bats at the Temple of Chaos. Could they be it? The mystery deepens! Got the chime! And with that we can enter the Mirage Tower and finally get the 4th crystal thingy up and running. Whee! Oh, I've only saw previews of it. The games aren't out just yet, though. Oh yeah, definitely. The FF4 for the PSP is still the best version, easily. Though the remaster for FF4 is not going to have the same bells and whistles as the GBA and PSP versions had. Bit of a shame, really. But I'm not losing too much sleep over it, because I didn't really care as much for the extra stuff in the GBA and PSP versions. Though I would have liked to been able to choose my end game party, though. But c'est la vie. I'll take Yang over Edge any day. God damn it. There's our destination. The Mirage Tower. In we go! Bunch of new scary enemies in here. Oh yeah, plenty of items to get me through here. Uh-oh. Oh, it blinds me. Nice. And the other thing to take advantage of is all that. Like the wait, hold on. Like the late game equipment that you don't bother with the and like the hidden mobile items like the spoon. Ow. What happened with my mic? I don't know. Hello? There? Volume. Mic? We good? Let's see here. Second here. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. How we doing now? We're doing good now, or how's the sound? Better? There we go. Perfect. Awesome! Okay, good. I'll just try and keep it a little more further away if I can. Alright. Back to adventure. Aegis Shield. Well, there could be a chance they could do it as like a DLC thing, but I don't think they will add it though. Oh, Edge? Like the only real good thing about I find with Edge is just more utilizing his throwing mechanics, especially like when throwing like the late game items, or when or the spoon dagger or whatever the fuck it's called. Because otherwise, yeah, I just don't like him that much. I prefer Yang honestly, because you can like build up his physical attack, and then just deal like crazy amounts of damage. Ooh, that could be a potentially dangerous encounter. Let's fix that. Before that. Next floor. It's a good thing the Mirage Tower doesn't have too many floors. Ooh, there's a dangerous enemy. At least I think he was dangerous. Yeah, that was probably one of the reasons why I didn't like him that much. He dies too quickly. That's like another thing. Like I started noticing by the time I reached in the end game. Like you get those ribbon accessories, but what good are they? Especially for the final boss battle, when the final boss does not use any status ailment based things except for like bio. Because the only status ailment you really get hit with technically is the HP drain, and I don't even think ribbons negate that. Uh oh. Yeah, so then, like, what's the point of the ribbons then? Ooh, now that's a good one. Well, I won't go too far as to say every final boss should have Grand Cross, because fuck that attack. When you're having, what was it, Necron and Neo X step, being able to use that. That shit fucks your day. It's even worse when Necron uses it, because he doesn't give you any form of warning when he executes it. But he usually uses it after like 1 or 2 turns. At least with Neo X stuff, he gives you like a warning sign that it's coming. Oh yeah, these guys really need some equipment. Kind of been neglecting their stuff. There, we're a little more ready for stuff. Wait, did I use? Okay, good. But at the very least, though, if they add ribbons to the game, they should at least have like some kind of optional boss or something that does spam those kinds of attacks, so it gives like a reason to have them. But like I'm basing it off of the base game and not like the GBA and further beyond with those ports. Like, there has to be a reason why the equipment are available, but if there isn't, then why have them there in the first place? They should have at least some other kind of effect that can help you in dealing with a future enemy boss. Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube and went to see our master. But who is your master? Another blue dragon. And now it's a dead blue dragon. Good old sentient robots. God damn, the white mage gets a lot of HP in this game. To the Flying Fortress. There's a few things we actually need in this place. Let's look at the annoying one out of the way first. Don't know why a sandworm should be here. What also makes me wonder too is like which version of FF4 they're gonna base it on too. If it's gonna be like the GBA version or the original like the original Japanese SNES difficulty version, because that had its fair share of difficult moments. As long as it's not the Super Nintendo easy type that we got. If I were to hazard a guess, they'll probably base off the GBA version. Though I still wonder if you can be able to steal the dark matter from Zeromus. You have to go one way or the other. There are a few things we need in this place. A certain height and the fight a certain enemy here. But that guy's not until the last floor. One person mentioned that they kind of wish that this dungeon had more of the high-tech look like it did in the original FF1. I sort of wish the same thing too. It looked cooler, honestly, in a more space-looking environment. Yeah, it's a shame too because one of the extra jobs reduced random encounters, so they're not going to have that back, which is a real fucking shame because I liked some of those 4 extra jobs in FF5. Those were fun to play with. Even though I didn't finish the entire, what was it, side quest or whatever on it. I at least do this. So many enemies. Because I wanted to be Anuo. But the bosses kept pissing me off. But then again, I also didn't rely on the 4x slash strategy because I just find that to be like cheap and boring. I'll probably be using that same mindset when I eventually do my run of FF5. Yeah, like the extra content in like FF4 I didn't really care for, except for the end. You can choose your end game party. I like that. I also didn't mind the extra dungeons here, where you can fight like the older bosses from like the older FF games. I didn't mind that. I didn't care for the extra content in like the Dawn of Souls stuff, like where you get an extra storyline after you beat FF2. I didn't really care for that part of it though. It's like, do I really feel like grinding 4 new characters? No, not really. Especially if they're not going to give me at least an easy access to a blood sword. Yeah, some of the extra content was like handled well, but others not so much. Although, like for FF6, is actually I wouldn't have minded the extra content because there was incentive at least to have all that when you decide to go off the beaten path and like master all the spells and like just have like an uber powerful party and you have nothing to really go off of it, especially with the Kaiser Dragon shit that was semi supposed to get in FF6, but didn't really happen. Which is kind of why, what was it? Glad that they added it in the remake, in the like the ports and all that. So maybe they might bring it back in this port for the PC, but I sincerely doubt it though. At the very least, most they could do is actually make the 8 dragons an actual threat. I mean, the only real hard one that I've had in that game was the Dirt Dragon because Quake hurt like a bitch. Actually, no, that's a lie. The only other dragon that I had a hard time with was the Storm one. He's like the only other hard dragon that's really tough. But that's mostly because you don't get as much of the late game stuff as you initially want. Unless if you're fighting him early. If you're fighting him late, then yeah, he's a total joke. But the good thing though is I'm liking the quick transitions of these pixel remasters. Doesn't take like a full minute just to get into a battle. And plus the battles are so fast paced, you can just quickly do them, done, and then move on. But what is starting to concern me is the way all three of the way these three games were handled is like they're running on the same engine and battle system. Like to be more specific, the way how they handle like the battle animations, like the battle calculations are different for sure, but it's just like the way these animations run for like 90.
Well, yeah, because FX1, 2, and 3 were turn-based, but weren't active time, so that was the information of before. So it makes the battle feel a lot more fast-paced in the long run because of it. And the real bad part is because the agility based off of the fast-paced. Still being mean? Hello? Hey, Chris? Hello?
Sorry about that. It unplugged by accident because I moved back too far. Let's fix. Let's just move my self a little closer there. Okay, let's try that again. All right, are we good? Okay. Sure, I got everything by now, right? Damn, his damage is getting high. Good, 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 good. Alright, we're set. Onward to the next area. getting a tad hot in here. Still is summer. Okay. Nope, not yet. Ooh, that actually hurt. Yep, 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 yep. That'd be more useful for a ninja, but we have no ninjas. Nothing down there. Or there. Good, very straightforward. I don't think I fought these guys yet. The smaller version of Astos. You can look out on the entire world. The forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as mist, converging on a single point. At a point at the center of the 4 altars, this must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. All 4 powers converge into the meeting point in the center. What could it all mean? Ugh. Alright, next area. There we are, right there. Okay, yeah. It's starting to hit. Okay. Just plenty of things just happening right now. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I just gotta hit the washroom for a second. I'll still be around on chat, which will be a hint as to why I need to hit the washroom. So we can chat on there for a few minutes while I take care of business. BRB. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully my innards will kindly calm the fuck down. Let's get myself back here. Ugh. Now if my innards can kindly stop acting up and let me finish the rest of this goddamn run, that would just be great. Alright, here we go. Where's that warp at? Oh, there it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1. Bridge of Death. What Bridge of Death? What Bridge of Death you speak of? Alrighty. We are near there. Now, the hunt is on. We look for it. Let's see how long it'll take us to find it. Which will be essentially the hardest boss in the game. Even harder than Chaos. Maybe. I better make sure I have some. Burn. Who knows, I might get a few extra levels from this. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Waste of a hole, I'm sure. You were more threatening 2 dungeons ago. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Oh, hell no! You can keep them! Fuck that! That's not the enemy we're looking for, by the way. That Thor's hammer's pretty good. Dark Fighter. Not the enemy we're looking for. I'll take the extra... I welcome the extra levels up, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I think it might be safe to turn the game volume up a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. Am I able to run from these? What do you know? I am. The search continues. That's where you're more likely to find them on the NES version than you would be any other version. But then again, I guess it all just depends on someone's luck. Could have just made him a set encounter. No, of course not. Has to be one of those super rare encounters. I may not be a completionist, but I also at least have like being able to have access to fight super tough enemies to warrant the equipment that I obtain. Or vice versa. You know what I mean. Ho ho! Fuck that shit. Bye bye. Keep it. No black flans. How about you give me the, that thing that we want to fight so bad? That hateful abomination. That's not the hateful abomination. Come on, this is the part where you're supposed to appear. And that's not who I'm looking for. Ugh. Oh, good. A Phoenix down. I could sure use that. It will be an eternity before I finally find this thing. That's not who we're looking for! Ooh, a plethora of spells you has. Less flans and more certain robot, please. I said less! Better let me run. Don't let me run now, I'm gonna fry your brains! Get fried. It's either you let me run or you die. I'm sure you wouldn't want to die. Die. I knew you'd see it my way. What does it take to get... Is he really like my fastest now? Come on, give me a break. It's a waste of a fire gun. Oh, for Christ's sake, come on. Ugh! Fortress security. Just how many of you guys do I have to kill before your big brother shows up? Come on. Or do I have to beat up more of your robots instead? Well, pity that the luck god doesn't seem to like me very much. Besides, I prefer using actual skill or merit over luck. fuck RNG. Oh, a flare to the face. Ah, come on. Machine thing. Although, if you want my honest opinion, he was way harder in Final Fantasy Legend 2. Or Saga 2, however you want to refer to it as. Fuck off with the goddamn flans! I already casted Flare earlier during the stream. Ooh, 700. Getting there. Might just break the damage limit of 999. 9,999? That's blasphemous. 999 is the real, like, epic stuff. That's not a machine! Come on. My patience is running thin. 2 more encounters and we're moving on. Oh. One more. Of course not. Alright, fuck it. We have a world to save. Either you encounter him or you don't. Alright. It's time for the final crystal to end the boss. The Lich. Merilith. The Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and have reached my lofty perch. the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. Ooh. Oof, you can stop that. There we go. Now this attack will, like, do fuck all to me now. Better heal up some more, though. I don't trust that, That's flare. Whew. That still does quite a bit. Not this time. You're not hitting me like a truck. Down you go. There we go. All 4 crystals have been lighted. Yay! Wind's caress. Next thing you know, the warback just gets to me just as I leave. Oh, if only. Alright. With the 4 crystals done, what's next? I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. of revolving time. Nothing wrong with saying my victory quote. It is quotable. But before we venture to the thingy, there's one place we need to go to. The adamantite that we got earlier is going to help us. Oh, I didn't realize there was stuff here. Well, meh. Here we are. Here's some adamantite. Give me the best sword ever! I now have the ultimate weapon! Excalibur! No, I'm the man now, dog. Uh-oh. The ultimate enemy. Goblins. Oh, wait, there's actually one more thing we need to do. To finally finish off this. Because I completely forgot to do it earlier. Out of my way. We have spells to learn. The Sword of Evil's Bane. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Alright, almost done. Go here. Out of my way. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. There. And back in the original first town. Alright, we're all set. Well, as set as we're gonna be. But we're not. Oh, like in FF Legend 3 and, what was it? Mr. Quest, that was it, yeah. Yeah, those guys? What's those guys? What's those guys? That's good. Whatever. We're good. But we're not fully there just yet. We has the money for it, so I might as well go buy. Is it here? Yep, right there. Might as well go restock. We are so ready for this! When one needs to be prepared, I must be prepared for everything! Yeah! Hell, we'll do this too. There. We are stocked, and we're ready to give the final boss a hell of a beating. It's gonna be great. Fuck, I got a lot of levels for being in that dungeon. Alrighty, here we go. We are above you now. You are no threat to us. Except you're somehow faster than my mage. Which is weird. The curse of the fiends changed us into these forms and prevented us from speaking. The light of the crystals has enabled us to speak again. We are sky people. We came to this shrine in our attempt to locate the source of the world's ruin. And that was 400 years ago. The power of the four fiends absorbed from the crystals was being fed into the past by the black crystal. The one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of all evil lies just ahead. The light of the four we've been seeking all this time. The light will open the time portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past, to the beginning of the time loop. Shine the light of the 4 crystals on the black crystal in the center of this chamber. Doing so will send a time portal to this shrine as it was 2,000 years in the past. Well then, time to go 2,000 years into the past. Time to go 2,000 years back in time. The final dungeon. The real Temple of Chaos. Ding. Where the toughest of enemies appear. Deep. Back to the past. Samurai Jack. Do. Must be in the wrong area. Luckily, most of the enemies here, but mostly the air fortress and a couple dungeons before that. Holy crap! I'm hitting like a truck. Oh, because, you know, I need these fucking assholes back again. Oh, down there. Ouch! Hey, don't you run. That's my job. Oh, come on. Ooh, purple worm. And he's dead. Another one. And he's dead. Bloody hell. Down there. Or were those the guys that could one-shot you? Ah! quite as bad as I thought. I could do without that. Okay. Death Eye? More like Dead Eye! Oh. Hello? Ooh. Is that like the only elixir in the game? Ooh. Now those are dangerous enemies. I think I was supposed to fight those back in the Sky Fortress, but they just decided not to appear. And now they're dead. And now, time to use that item that we got at the beginning of the game. So, that's right, I know how to play guitar now. Isn't it cool? Haha! Now the real hard part. Ooh, Rios, the more dangerous Chimera. And he's dead! The Excalibur is too strong! Dragon zombies, they were like nothing. So what makes you think they stand a chance now? Oh, I didn't realize I'm kind of critical health. Oh well. Down you go. Power tripping just a little too much. Just a little. Ha ha ha! We're 1,000 damage. Aw, no achievement. These things, they were nothing back. Well, they did pack a bit of a punch, but they're nothing now. Why bring back enemies that are like, bleh? Go that way. Going all the way around. Wow, that's a lot. I don't even think I don't even think you can actually fight that many at the same time in the original version. Don't run! Where are you going? Don't run! Don't run! I tell you why you shouldn't run. The more you run, the harder it will be for me to spam spells at you. That was Wheatley. I was quoting Wheatley. Wait, is there a chest down there? No, just dead ends. Okay. You cannot stop me! My skill is limitless! And I'm still getting levels! However, a dangerous opponent awaits. Oh, that's interesting. Recognize that? That's the Earth Fiend's orb, which means so he's just like in with the previous things we found with just like the on-screen encounters, the four fiends behave the same way as well. That's very interesting. But we also need to keep very aware of this specific version of Lich, because he does have access to a certain spell that may hit us a little hard. There we go. Yeah, this prick casts flare, and we don't want that. Ho ho! Ho ho ho! No! You're not doing that either! Or that! There we go. Oh, he's probably the dangerous of the re-encounters. Tiamat may be a close second. Oh, there's Merilith waiting over on that side. Note. Alright. Oh, that's why. I didn't notice the door up there. Oh, okay. I see where we're going with here. No, we're going with elemental-themed enemies based off of each floor is based off each encounter you find in their specified things. Right. Forgot about that. Meaning the enemies here are going to be pretty weak. I think the only ones that could pose to be a bit of a threat would be like the air elemental enemies. But I sincerely doubt they'll have a war mech waiting for me on the 4th floor, and if they do, they'd be kind of mean. Right, next up, Merilith. Ooh, that's rude. Technically, Merilith isn't even weak to ice. Don't you think that's weirdly fucked up? A fire boss not weak to ice. Ooh, that actually hurt. But if memory serves, you're also... Well, the first encounter, it's actually weak to to paralysis, but yeah, I figured as much. Okay, you can stop that. Fuck it. Haha, no! No, you don't! None of that, thank you. Bye-bye. Get the fuck out of here. You are not insta-killing me. The only one that's allowed to get away with that is Chaos. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't have insta-death spells. Next floor. Water. Pretty sure there's no treasures here. The minimap was like the best thing they could have added to this game. Makes planning your routes so much easier. Water element enemies shouldn't be casting thunder magic. You're supposed to have a water spell. Don't you think that's weirdly fucked up? Sorry, I'm quoting death a lot. What's a shark doing out in the 2,000 years in the past and all that other stuff? It don't make sense. Not in my realistic JRPGs of casting magic. See? It's happening again. The entire floor is made of water. Blub, blub, blub. Next, prick. Kraken returns. Just as ugly as before. But we will beat them! Because we must. You'd think they'd sooner be casting blizzard spells instead of Wait, don't you have the... I guess not. Is that supposed to hurt me? Is that like supposed to represent I can use maelstroms? Ow. Yeah, that would make more sense if he could use the tsunami attack. It's stupid too because in the GBA and PSP games, the Cagnazzo boss had access to that same attack. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Masamune. Can you use that? Yes, you can. Nice. Yeah, his high attack power was always a problem. There's always the first encounters with the four fiends. The first two that you'd fight in the Earth place or whatever, or no, the Fire dungeon it was. Yeah, yeah. They were the first initial encounters were harder than the second dosage. Because the last two were Barbarisha and Rubicante, and I found those two were nowhere as hard as Cagnazzo and Scarmelion. Now, and now the final evil dude. Tiamat. Oh, wow, that actually hurt. that easily. Even that move doesn't hurt as much now. Blizzard, come on, you should be using Blizzard Gah! At least that's a lot more lethal. You have a lot of HP, though. I probably shouldn't be using the auto battle and spamming the, And it don't matter, you're dead anyway. And now, we're at the final floor, where the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny will happen. Alrighty. What awaits beyond this door? Let's find out. Hey, isn't that him? The guy we beat up like whatever hours ago? Like 2 streams ago? Let's go and find out. Let's begin. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. "2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland." Oh, but you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I will be born again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born into this endless cycle that I have created! Let's do this! Ooh. Ooh, that fucking hurt. Ooh! 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 And this is GBA PSP chaos. This isn't PS1 and NES chaos. So this fucker has 20,000 HP. Fuck! That fucking hurts! But you're not beating me! Cause I got full life, motherfucker! Holy shit! That physical attack! Ugh. Just in case. I chose wise. But he's not using the good spells, you know? Doesn't have like the moves where he like glows his eyes and uses those killer ass fucking skills like the tornado and the tsunami mentioned earlier. He hits like a truck, but his AoE attacks are a little lackluster. Like that's gonna be any use. Yeah, I hope he doesn't use that earthquake attack, because that's the last thing I need. I just realized, why don't they use that? That's final battle, might as well use it. There we go, there's an attack! Even though that still doesn't amount to much. Oh, that's lame. It doesn't have a unique final boss kill. Oh, that's lame. That is so lame. Da, ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years has ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath, but it magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world. That trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen... Who? And even Garland himself. Wait. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle of the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy, see with me there, that people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now, their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember, always, that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. And this is the part where we hurry and finish this asinine, slow text crawl, and then add that fancy the end thing. The music is great and all, don't get me wrong, but this is where we show off that fancy the end logo. You know the one. Come on! Almost there! Come on! Hmm? You're joking. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound heartfelt thanks. Oh, it's gonna show a thing instead. Oh, that's fine. But I guess that there ends Final Fantasy 1. In terms of like the way the game is structured, there are a lot of good points, but there are a few like negatives that I have issues with. Gameplay wise, it's better, way better. It's just I felt they got very lazy with the way they handled the visuals. Like graphically, for the most part, it's not. I don't have an issue. Just the way they could have handled some of the certain other visuals that just gives it the rightful flair. Like the sound department, you can easily notice that they recycled a lot of sounds from FF6 and a little bit from FF5. Pay close attention when you play the game for yourself. What else? Kind of disappointed they didn't add an actual final boss death, because that I found that's like one of the more satisfying things for an end game boss to have is a final boss death, where it takes them like a minute to fucking disappear. That's just a personal peeve of mine, honestly. What else? The music the remastered music for this has been like phenomenal. This was like I've even went and listened to the second and third games music for the remasters, and holy shit, they blew it out of the fucking park. This is easily probably the best remastered of the themes I've heard in a long time. And they even remade the fucking the fact that they remade like the newer battle themes on top of it was just perfect. Music is like a 10 out of 10 for me for this. But, yeah, the game, I like the decisions they made with this game, gameplay-wise. but it's also like a semi bit of a double-edged sword. Well, not double-edged, but like one mentioned earlier on my one of my other streams. Like you could exploit the touch encounters you could do that you were able to do in the previous games, but in this version you can't do that. But at the same time, you don't really need that because you level up so fast in this game. Like it was more needed in like the older versions, like I'd say like the PS1 version and older versions before that. It was more needed, but like the way the leveling system is like more easier to level up and shit, it's just kind of pointless. Let's see what else. Yeah. All in all, for this game, I give it I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I would have loved to do the bonus dungeons and all that. With the possible exception of the Chronodia dungeon. Fuck that dungeon and everything about it. But I wouldn't have minded doing the other dungeons, like the one where you fight the 4 fiends from FF4 and the bosses from FF5, because for one, I love the battle themes when you fight them too, because you hear remixes of those, and those battle themes are really good too. Yeah, it's just a pity they didn't add the bonuses here. Like in FF2, I didn't care for the bonus content in that one as much, but I will be covering FF2 at a later date. Maybe I might even do it tomorrow. Who knows? You know, the only thing about that is the way the battle system is completely different from this. Leveling up wise and all that. So it's either I feel like spending an hour just raising the first 3 character stats to a ridiculous amount so I wouldn't have to grind for the rest of the game. But I'll debate on that one. But I am definitely liking how FF3 is handled, though. They did a lot of things right for FF3, though. That one I'm definitely going to be looking forward to going into. In terms of balance, anyway. They balanced a lot of things for the better. I'm not sure how balanced it was on the DS games, because I never finished the DS games. And the farthest I got in the original FF3 when I played it on the NES, the emulation, was the Crystal Tower, and that shit just pissed me off to no end. So, it's the only game I technically haven't beaten was FF3 from the classic games. So, I'll definitely be looking forward to getting into that. The only real thing that's going to be a bit annoying is the running mechanic in FF2, because the way you earn agility is really complex, and you need to take damage, or you need to I can't remember what the requirement is to earn agility in that game. It's just a pain in the ass. It's one of the reasons I do not like going through FF2, but I've beaten it at least twice already, so no harm in doing it again. But hell, I'll even beat the game without the blood sword, even though that weapon is disgustingly broken. But I will beat that game without the blood sword. I did it twice before, so I can do it again. The first time was a chore, but the second time I realized, oh yeah, that's right, I have buffs I can use to kill the Emperor with. But I hate that long goddamn slog through the Jade Passage in Pandemonium. Fuck. But it's nothing compared to the Crystal Tower in the Dark World. That nothing can beat that bullshit. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Fuck, there's a lot of stuff on this credits. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of the bosses can be turned into toads or mini-men, or whatever. Since a majority of the bosses in FF2 are just random encounters anyway. Except for like the end game bosses, I think. But then again, I also don't want to be grinding for too many spells, only for like a couple of the, a few of the essentials and a couple like, few on the side just to deal with certain enemy types. That's about it. So, in fact, that's like one of the things I really hope they did was like reduce the amount of time it takes to level up spells, especially the offensive spells. Ugh. Oh, I didn't know the first form of Emperor could be turned into a toad. Interesting. Oh, you can toad them too. Ah, where's the fun in that, though? I always found that major bosses having like crippling status ailment weaknesses just throws away the challenge. Like, you use buffs if you have to, but using like stuff that like it can completely cripple a boss is just it's boring. I'd rather face them to their full extent. Unless it's absolutely needed and they just hit too hard, then yeah, maybe one or two can help like even the playing field. But that's most of the bosses in the game are pretty weak, lackluster to begin with anyway. So. And that's it. The end! Finally! Holy mackerel! The prophecy foretold. Oh. Privacy thingy. It took me to a page on to a page of their own, so blah 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 blah. Neat. License. Da, 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 da. The following is a game of this. You can only do this and that and that and that, this and this and this and that. So many ooh! That's new. Never seen that before. That's cool looking. Yeah, I've seen that. That's cool looking. Can I move these up? An ouch! Tentacle monster. A behemoth, even though behemoths technically aren't in FF1. The Cloud Sea Djinn. Wasn't that like supposed to be like the original look that they were gonna go with Chaos? This is also what they use for the FF1, the FF Origins box art. Chaos enthroned. I don't care. That looks fucking hardcore, man. Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light again. Warrior of Light some more. Warriors of Light combat the Jinn. The Imp, the Lizard, a Gigas, a Sahagin, a Shark, a Skeleton, a Wormy Thingy, a Hellhound, a Snack, a Scorpion Thingy I hate, a Bull, a Troll, a Ghost, a Zombie, a Medusa, a Rakasha, a Lesser Tiger, a Horned Imp, a Zombie Dragon, a Flan, a Spider, a New, a Baruda, a Mummy, a Pyrolisk, an Allosaurus, a Lizard, an Ouch, a Fire Hydra, a Machine, a Naga, a Rios, a Mind Flayer, a Golem, a Dark Knight, an Astos, a Mad Pony, a Lich, a Merilith, a Kraken, a Tiamat, a Chaos. So cool! So then, how much did I complete? Ooh, I'm missing the Mad Pony for sure. Some enemy in that area. Oh. I'm gonna guess the regular mage enemies, maybe. I'm probably missing the Tyrannosaur enemy. Guess would be as good as mine for their War Mech. Really? They're doing that. He has 20,000 HP. It's the GBA equivalent of Chaos. Really? They're really gonna do that? Maybe you have to collect all the enemies or something in order to unlock the stats for Chaos. I'm just gonna assume. Yeah, it's all the GBA stat equivalent. Alright. Alrighty. That ends everything, so with that, I'm going to end the stream and do something else. Probably work on more game. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in another video. I might cover, like I said, I might cover FF2 tomorrow, or maybe I'll play something else. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Maybe by tomorrow, or who knows? Who knows what I'll do? Maybe I'll even delay it. I'm off for 3 days, so I want to work on game too. So yeah, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for all watching, and see you all again. Bye bye.